Yeah, I'm really excited about this fight. I was given the option to be the main event, but it was a fight pass only. But of course, I'm not going to turn down the main event. And I'm looking forward to this, and I'm definitely ready for the 5 rounds. I've been able to go 3 rounds pretty easily, so I'm just ready to get back in there. I don't think there is necessarily going to be anything different about this fight camp than any other. I put just as much pressure on every fight camp that I'm going into. So just handling all the pressure I put on myself mostly, but I'm definitely ready to get in there. I'm just as nervous before every single fight I compete in. I always want to win, so I'm just excited to be performing, and it's a huge opportunity to be the main event.
How do you see Calderwood as your opponent?
She's good. I definitely think she's going to be the toughest opponent I've ever faced. She's known for her striking, but I have faced good strikers in the past. So nothing I can't handle, but I definitely changed my training up just a little bit to focus towards the style I anticipate her having in the cage, but you can't prepare yourself 100% for what they're going to bring.
Joanne Calderwood was part of The Ultimate Fighter. That was, of course, the season you could have been a part of if you were of age. I know you probably watched the season. Were you particularly familiar with Joanne? Is she somebody that you've been able to see a lot of?
I have watched her. I did watch her fights on The Ultimate Fighter. Before that, I didn't see too many of her fights. But I know she lost to Rose in the house. So it's definitely something I look at. I look at how she's lost. I look at how she lost her last fight in the UFC. She lost one before. And then, you look at those, but I also know that she has a lot of strengths, and I prepare for those as well. So I don't like to focus too much on her past fights. I definitely prepare for her style, and then I just focus on bettering myself.
Speaking of her style, she's got a Muay Thai background. Do you feel like, in terms of that she's going to be the most proficient Muay Thai striker you face?
Yeah, you would think so. I would say with her record, she should be the best striker I faced. Felice Herrig also had a very extensive background in stand-up. She had boxing and Muay Thai experience. So, I'm definitely preparing for that. I faced strikers before, and that hasn't affected me. I have a very, very good striking coach, and he's been working with me for all of these fights, my coach Owen. He's getting me ready for my fight. I have Martin Kampman on my team, and it's nice to have a team that really, really is going to follow me along my career, and I've had them now. This will be my 3rd fight with my same team, and I've never had that. So it's amazing, and it's nice to have a team where they really can see your growth, and they know who you are as a fighter, and it's been helping my fight camp a ton. I don't know. I don't pay attention to a lot of the rivalries the guys have. I'm definitely not a part of any of it. I just go in there and I get ready for my next opponent, and I don't care who it is.
But do you think it's a good matchup between you and Claudia? It's a good opponent that you see in your future?
Yeah, definitely. That's obviously an option. Every strawweight is a potential opponent, but right now I'm strictly focused on beating Joanne Calderwood.
I know you were disconnected directly from the Dwayne Ludwig controversy, but he himself admits that he is not comfortable training women. So when you hear something like that, are you kind of relieved in the back of your mind that all of that happened previously to you? Because obviously if that were happening now, that would be a big issue.
Yeah, but I have, I guess in the long run, I'm thankful that he's out of the gym because Martin Kampman stepped up.
Yeah.
And I've had a great connection with Martin, and he's been with me for my last 2 fight camps, and he's going to be with me for my next one as well. So it was really beneficial having Martin in the gym, but I haven't had a lot of consistency with my fight camps. I've been at different gyms, different coaches, different training partners, and so I'm not too concerned necessarily. I definitely think with Team Alpha Male, I will have exactly what I need no matter what is going on outside or inside of the gym. So especially with Uriah, he's been really beneficial to my fight camps, and he's obviously going to be a consistent factor at Team Alpha Male. I think this is going to be a great title fight between Joanna and Valerie. I definitely think it's going to be a new obstacle for Joanna that she hasn't faced yet. I do think Valerie, she's in there to win a fight. I see a lot of strawweights who break under the initial, when they're losing a fight, and that's something that I commend Alex Chambers on. She was losing her fight against Kaylin Curran. She was losing that fight, and it takes a strong person to know they've lost almost all 3 rounds and then all of a sudden pull out the win. That's something you don't see a lot. So I definitely think that Valerie, she's aggressive, and she's gonna bring a lot to the table.
What about Aldo and McGregor?
Yeah, that one, I give it to McGregor. I do, I really think that Aldo's broken, just from everything that's happened mentally, I don't know how he can handle all of that. It's especially having so many injuries, not taking the fight. There's something outside that we're not seeing that is mental. So at this point, I give it to Conor. Well, for me, I just want to be successful, and I'm really hoping that being in the UFC continues to open these amazing doors that it has, and seeing all the accomplishments that Ronda has achieved. It's amazing to see that she keeps breaking these barriers, and it's nice to know and it's comforting that those things are a possibility for me. And if I continue on this path, I continue winning, continue with this like pressure I put on myself, then those things are going to be a reality.